I just showed photos from Tuesday, the photos I shared on Instagram and everywhere, to a Costco worker just now. Because she asked, she knew I was going up on Tuesday, she remembered. She was all moved in, he's all good. I said, he's all good, happy, or making friends. And I'm that guy that pulled out my phone to show photos.
All right, someone's off to her junior year.
First day at ASU as an incoming transfer student and a commuter, not staying on campus this semester, so feeling very like I'm new. I don't know anybody there. I'm like have to meet new people. So I'm hoping I meet people in my classes at least. Taking all education classes this semester, so fully into my major. 5 classes, 4 of them are in person, and like one of them's just Tuesday only, and one of them's just Thursday only. So it's like even though all 4 of them are in person, I technically only have 3 a day, if that makes sense. And then my last class of the day is only on Thursdays, and it's a Zoom class online. So, but I have all my classes today, like it's a full day, so I'll be there till like 6 tonight. So, yeah, the outfit, my backpack.
Ready? Someone's excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Although the traffic, it's like gonna take me an hour and 15 minutes to get there.
You'll figure it out. You're giving yourself extra time.
I'm giving
today.
myself extra time, so I am leaving still during like traffic time. Can't use the carpool lane yet. It's not even 9 yet. My first class is at 10:30. But yeah, I'm trying to get there early to find parking because I did not get a parking permit, which is probably my fault. I should have done that. So I'm just basically winging it and using parking garages and like parking spaces where you just pay hourly nearby and then walking. So I'm gonna figure that out.
All right, we'll see you tonight.
Yeah, I'll try to take some clips throughout my day, like on campus or something, if there's fun stuff going on.
So today is Sierra's first day at ASU. Her first day as a Sun Devil. And I am so excited for her. It's, you know, the last couple of years, I'll admit, it's been a little weird not being there for their first day of school. And granted, I know they're young adults, not that big of a deal, you know. I stopped taking them to school years ago, stopped walking them into their classroom years ago. But just being there for their first day to see their excitement, because they're still excited about their first day of school. My kids have always been excited about their first day of school. They look forward to it, you know? And this year's no different. You know, Sierra's starting a new school. She's going to university, right? She's going off to ASU. And so she is beyond excited. And like I said, I'm thrilled for her. So as soon as she gets situated and ready, she'll send me her first day of school fit. I've got one of those photos for every year, and then I kind of gave her a little nudge saying, hey, if you feel like taking any video, you know, I'm sure the community would love to see and hear about your morning of. Obviously, when I get home, when she gets home from school today, we'll hear all about her, you know, first day experience, her classes and whatnot, and we'll continue to do that every day that she has school. She only has school Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's only 2 days a week. But we'll get updates from her on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know, for the next couple of weeks until she gets into a rhythm and pattern. Same thing with Bryce. Bryce's classes start on Monday, so as soon as his first day kind of gets rolling, that first week, we'll touch base, and of course he'll be here next weekend for the football game, and then we'll get a debrief of, like, you know, his first full week. So yeah, like I said, I'm a proud, happy dad right now.
Okay, I've officially made it to campus. Had a little bit of a hard time finding parking because, again, I didn't get a permit, which is my fault. So basically every day I'm gonna have to wing it and find what's open, which they have a lot of these signs up: parking, permit, and visitor, which obviously I don't have a permit, so I'm considered a visitor in that sense. And so that's just literally first come, first serve. Once you can find a spot, you just gotta pay to park, which the garage I parked in, $16 max for the day. So I'll take it. And now I have an 8-minute walk to where my classes are, which is fine. It's just kind of hot right now, but I know my classes, I think the building's somewhere that way, so we're getting close. First class down. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's my professional networking class for education majors. And now I'm gonna get lunch because I'm starving and I don't have another class until 1:30. And it's 11:30 right now. Okay, don't mind me. Not my fan that I got for this year. It's so ridiculously hot. I'm just chilling right now. I got Starbucks. Which is kind of funny. On campus, they put even ice drinks in a cup like this. That looks like it's hot drink, but it's iced. It's so ridiculously hot. But I still have a bunch of time to go. Well, now it's closer to 1. My class is at 1:30. But it's just like, it's so hot outside that it's like hard to even walk around in the straight sunlight, just walking around, and it's ridiculously hot. So I'm just like, I don't even want to walk around, even though I'd like to. I'd like to be able to just just like walk around, look at things, explore campus, but it's like, it's just so hot. I'm like sweating so bad, it's so uncomfortable. So it's like, I just decided I'm just gonna come back to my building where my class is, the education building, and I'm just gonna sit for a while, have my fan in my face, cool off so that I don't go into class ridiculously sweaty. So that's what I'm doing. My next class, I want to say, is my class for science of literacy, science of reading. Basically, I think I'll be learning how kids read and how you teach them what's important.
1 o'clock. We just got back from picking up 2 pallets of to-go boxes and a small Costco shop, a little bit bigger depot shop. $6 p.m. Tiff's home. It was a hot and sweaty one today. It was funny. I just got back from the gym, so I was sweaty. And she came inside and gave me a hug. I was like, I'm gross. I want to shower. It feels like you need a shower. So got everything out, get ready for dinner. Took quick showers, and now we're in the kitchen working on dinner. We're doing al pastor tacos. What we're doing? It's al pastor chicken, right? Chicken. Al pastor chicken from Costco, Trader Joe's, Aldi. Of course, for al pastor tacos, you need onion and cilantro. White onion, preferably, just brighter, more vibrant. Yellow onion's this cheaper onion. It's more readily available. But if you're like using like fresh onions, white's the way to go. Red is for certain applications, and then yellow if you're doing sauteing and whatnot. So, also, if you're doing al pastor, you gotta have fresh pineapple, and that looks very good.
Don't eat that. It's the core.
It's the core. So when did they talk? When did they talk?
I'm assuming it had to have been yesterday, because it had to have been yesterday. Bryce seemed unsure, but there hasn't been that many dates, so it had to have been Wednesday. I don't know what they talked about, but I was just mentioned that they FaceTime. I said, oh, that's good, that's awesome. So I just called him. Figured it was a good opportunity since his roommate wasn't there yet, and that he could talk, in his room in the morning, because that's the best time for me to talk, because before I leave the house. But that's not always going to happen, because he's going to be either sleeping the next few days or class next week. But so it sounds like you've I don't know. I just remember him saying, like, I'm having a lot of fun. Like, it sounds like it.
Yeah, he's basically in a building full of 19-year-olds. Dos tacos de al pastor de pollo. Cilantro and onion. Leftover beans from the weekend. I had a big old bowl of those yesterday. They're amazing. These are seriously my favorite. One of my favorite things Tiffany makes. It's so simple, so ridiculous. It's so good. And then when I'm done with that, I'll have some of her zucchini.
Look at all the phone numbers I got today.
Nice.
There's some I haven't saved yet either, but there's more. But yeah, so that's my first class. So that one's just basically professional networking. It's only 1 credit where it's considered a seminar class, which is like, it's supposed to be a class where you don't do a lot of work, you don't do a lot of schoolwork. It's a lot more collaborating and talking. There was where I ended up sitting for lunch. It was like a bar stool table, and I was at the very end seat, and it was like a group of people right here. So I kind of just like walked up and was like, seat taken. And they're like, no, so I sat there. Yeah, I got the pokey. It was good. And then after that, I knew there was a Starbucks in there, but I saw how crowded it was, and I kind of was wanting a coffee. So I tried looking up if there's any other like coffee shops on campus, and there was a couple that I found, but they were either like way opposite side of campus, I'm not gonna walk that far, or the ones that were off campus that people were like listing and stuff. And I'm like, I need something that's on campus. I was just trying to see if we had any cool like on our own.
I think
like,
there's 2 Starbucks in the
yeah,
city.
pretty much. There's the one in the bookstore, and then there's the one I went to, which I ended up going. It wasn't that long of a line when I went. Found a table that was open. I like this table. I sat there a lot today. It was like, because there's a bunch of tables all on the floor, like I showed you guys that video that one time. Those were all taken all day long, basically. And so then there's this little table that's just awkwardly like on the stairs almost. Like when you turn, there's like a table there, and no one was ever sitting there. So that's where I sat a lot of the day. Especially I liked it kind of in the corner too. So I sat there with my coffee and just kind of chilled until it was time to go to my class. And then this one, my next class, 1:30 now. It's the one I got that textbook for. So it's a reading class. I'm excited for this one. I think it's gonna be cool. Big textbook. But I don't have to take it to class, which is nice. I don't have to worry about carrying it in my backpack. It's for reading at home. And then we're gonna have a binder with like papers we have to print out to take notes in. So we have to read whatever chapter she tells us to read and take our notes on it, and then come to class. And it's like she'll be able to tell if you didn't read, because you're not gonna be able to talk about anything in class.
Right.
So luckily I don't have to, and they didn't have an online version, so that's what. And then right after that, I go to another building just right across the way and go down in the basement. It's like on the lower level, underground. And that class I'm excited for. That's the one that requires my internship hours. And that teacher, she's just so like, she just seems so excited to be there. Like she was just like so loud and so like hyped for the class. And like she'd ask us a question, and everyone was just kind of like quiet about it. She'd be like, "Come on, guys, aren't you excited to teach?" Like she was just very like cool. And that's, like I said, my class fits for my internship hours. And it's a lesson planning class, so it's like learning how to do lesson plans and everything. And so this will be my first time where my field experience, because university, and probably because it's also like junior year. I'm sure, I don't know how it works if you go there for your first 2 years compared to community college, but it'll be my first time where my field experience actually requires me to do stuff there. It's not just observation. Like at a certain point by week 11, I think I have to make a lesson plan with my mentor teacher and teach a class one lesson, and then I have to record myself it so that I can turn it into my teacher, and then I get graded on it.
Totally.
My one teacher right now, the one I was talking about, was like super exciting, and like for my internship class, she is also a student right now. She's getting her doctorate at the same time as teaching us. Wow. So she was saying that too. She's like, technically I'm your guys' professor, but I'm also a student just like you guys. I'm a Sun Devil just like you guys. I'm getting my doctorate.
Took advantage of Roman Atwood's promo code and got a sample pack of Kinetic Sparkling Ketone Refresher. I guess it's an energy drink. Technically it's an energy drink, but it has ketones in it. Like that's the big claim to fame. And this is the 4 flavor packs. I get to try all the flavors. Blackberry lemonade. I think it's raspberry peach or strawberry peach. Watermelon limeade. And I actually don't remember the last flavor. Pineapple passion fruit, I think it is. But flavors sound really good. The ketones would be awesome. It's just expensive. It's I think they're $5 a can by like normally. But Roman's promo code was 30% off. So it was like great opportunity to try them, find out what flavors I like, and then figure out the best way to, buy them on the regular. So stay tuned. I'll report back on my taste tests starting tomorrow. And that's Thursday. Sierra's first day at ASU as a Sun Devil. Bryce, day 2 up at NAU. His roommate moved in. He sent a photo of them just kind of getting situated. So I said, when you guys get your room figured out, send us a photo. He has been vlogging, but as of right now, he does not have a way to edit. He has a Chromebook. That's all he's got. we're going to figure out a computer situation. Either he's going to purchase a new one at the Apple Store on campus, or he's going to take my hand-me-down and I'm going to get a new one. Something along those lines. His call, his decision. If he wants to buy a new one like Sierra did, he can totally do that. Build some credit. It's his. He purchased it just like I did. If he's like, nah, I don't care. Just give me your old one, and he'll take my old one. I'll go buy a new one. So either way, someone's getting a new computer very soon. But I did tell him if he wants, see if he can install Dropbox on his Chromebook. Drop the files he has in Dropbox. It'll sync to my computer, and I'll edit the vlog for him. So we'll see what he does. We'll see what he wants to do. Obviously, he is vlogging, but he's not worried about the vlog just yet. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. Something a little different today. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's run it back, shall we?